Hi, my name is Wendy. I have spent a lot of time in the hospital because of my illness. I have been coming to Massachusetts General Hospital for the past 9 years. I come when I don't feel well and sometimes I'm scared. I know you must be in the hospital too if you're watching this. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it so you can be prepared. A hospital isn't so bad after all. There are signs everywhere to tell you where you need to go, but you could always ask for help. Look for people with the pink jackets. They are the hospital volunteers, and they know a whole lot about the hospital. Maybe you arrived by car or taxi, or maybe you arrived in an ambulance. An ambulance is a special vehicle equipped with lights and sirens that can get you to the hospital really fast. I have arrived by both car and ambulance lots and lots of times. So, welcome to the emergency department. This is a place in the hospital where doctors and nurses can look at you without an appointment and figure out what the problem is. They will ask you a lot of questions about what hurts and where. They just want to be very sure that they know how to make you feel better. The first person you probably met was a triage nurse. A triage nurse is a person who talks to you and listens to your description of your pain. One of the first things she did was weigh and measure you. That's so they know how big you are. Next, she probably took your temperature with a neat thermometer that she rubbed across your forehead. She also probably took your blood pressure with a sleeve that they put on your arm. The sleeve gets filled up with air and tightens. It's like giving your arm a big hug. It's uncomfortable, but not scary. You might also get a pulse ox, which is a boxy clip with a light that monitors your heart and oxygen. You won't be with the triage nurse for long. The triage nurse puts all of the information she collects into the computer so that when the doctors see you, they know what to start looking for. She will also give you a new piece of jewelry. It's called a name band. You wear it on your wrist and it has your name and your birthday, along with an ID number. It's important to look at it and make sure all the information is perfect. You'll be wearing it the whole time you're in the hospital, and lots of people will ask to see it. The emergency department is set up so you can get the best care. At the center, there's a set of desks and computers, where all the doctors and nurses do their paperwork and make decisions about their patients. Surrounding the center are all of the exam rooms. Once a room is empty, they'll put you in it. You will be in a special hospital bed that can be adjusted up or down. There'll be a rolling table that you can adjust and use in the room too. The doctors and nurses have some equipment in the room so they can monitor you easily. There's also a television and a call button. The call button is attached to the wall, and you can call the nurse if you have a problem or a question. Oh, I have a secret to share. There's a cool set of lights on the ceiling with lots of colors and patterns. Make sure you ask to see the cool lights once you get to your room. Wait. Be prepared to wait. There's a lot of time in the hospital when you have to wait. First, you wait in the waiting room, then you wait in your hospital bed. It seems like a lot of time in the hospital is spent waiting for other things to happen. Don't worry, no one has forgotten about you. It's just a part of the process. And if you are in pain, the doctors and nurses will take care of that first. Make sure you tell them exactly where it hurts. Your family can stay with you the whole time. It's a good time for you and your family to write down what their problem is, what hurts, and when did it start. You can even draw a picture of how you feel or write down questions you have for your doctor. There's a person called a child life specialist who can help make things easier for you while you're here. She has fun things for you to do and can teach you about things that can happen while you're at the hospital. She will have great ideas that can help if you're nervous or scared. There's lots of people here to help you. They're all part of a team, working so you can have the best care. A lot of times, doctors will order tests so they can see what's inside of you. I often get an x-ray, which is a picture of the inside of my body, like my bones. I can ask to see the pictures when they're done. They are really cool. The doctors might want me to get labs too. These are tests to make sure everything's okay with my blood. The nurse needs to prick my arm to get the blood. It might hurt a little, but not for long. She fills up a few small tubes with blood and then sends those tubes to a lab where they do all sorts of tests. She might also leave an IV in my arm. This is a little plastic straw that the doctors use to put medicine into my body so I don't have to take it in my mouth. I get an IV a lot. While you are here, you have to wear special clothes that the nurses give you. These are called Johnnies. These are shirts that have snaps along the sleeves and ties in the back. Sometimes you can wear two, one for the front and one for the back. You can still wear your own underwear and socks from home. And if I think about it, I try to remember to bring my slippers and my teddy bear. He has been through a lot with me and brings me comfort when I need it. The doctors will monitor your progress and come up with a good plan and a good time to discharge you. A discharge means you're going home because you're well enough for your family to take care of you again. How long this takes depends on the kid and the problem. When you get discharged, your family will be given a whole list of things to do, like buy medications, make follow-up appointments. Don't worry, these details will make you more comfortable at home. So if you have any questions, be sure to ask before you leave the hospital, or you can call your doctor when you get home. This is my experience based on my illness. While you are here, your doctors and nurses will come up with a plan just for you. And they'll tell you what the plan is so there aren't any surprises. If you have any questions, you can always ask. And you can always tell your doctors how you're feeling. If the emergency department doctors decide to keep you for a few days, it's called getting admitted. I almost always get admitted. That means you get a bed in another building of the hospital. There are 2 floors for the kids, one for the little kids and one for the big kids. I've stayed on both floors. Depending on your illness, you'll be in a room with another patient or you'll be in your room by yourself. On one side of the building, you'll be able to see the Charles River and the Longfellow Bridge. I always think that the bridge looks like it has salt and pepper shakers on it. Sometimes I like looking at the river and seeing the duck boats float by. On the other side of the building, you'll be able to see the golden dome of the Capitol building and lots of rooftops on Beacon Hill. One time while I was in the hospital, it was the 4th of July and I got to see the fireworks from my room. It was beautiful. The doctors admit you so they can take care of you a little longer. Your body is like a puzzle that they have to solve. And when they finally do, they call it a diagnosis. A diagnosis is the first step to leaving the hospital. Once the doctors figure out your diagnosis, they can figure out how to treat it. And a whole team of people work on the problem that help you get better faster. You're part of the team too. Make sure you tell them how you feel, both with your body and your emotions. If you're a little bit scared, you should tell them that. If you have any questions about what is happening, they'll be happy to explain that to you too. Doctors and nurses are there to help you. You're in the hospital to get better. That's your job while you're here. It has a special name. It's called recovery. You might be sore or unhappy for a little bit, but hopefully you'll be back to your old self in no time. Hospitals might seem scary, but they're really just a place for you, your family, the doctors and nurses to work together to make you feel better. Then, once you feel better, you get to go home again. Go team! Thanks for letting me show you around. I hope you feel better soon. Bye!